All right, boys, so it has been over 2 weeks since the last time we've done a quarterback top 10 list, and there are now, I think, 6 new quarterbacks on this list. There's been a lot of legends that have came out. Obviously, we've had some other Team of the Week cards, LTDs, all these cards coming out, aka quarterbacks even. This list had to be updated for you guys, but as you guys know, I do top 10s for every position. I do gameplays on all these new cards as well. I've done a gameplay for basically every quarterback on this list, and if you guys are enjoying those type of videos, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe. We're on that road to 40,000 subscribers, but other than that, let's get right into this top 10. If you are looking for cheap, fast Madden coins to build that God Squad you always wanted, head over to my sponsor, EasyMut, and use code CHEW for 5% off your order. The link is in the description. So at number 10 is kind of the outlier here. You'll notice that right away. It is still a core elite. There is no other guy you can play here. Maybe CJ Stroud. I'm thinking maybe Kenny Pickett, but even Kenny Pickett, he doesn't hit like none of the accuracy stats besides short. When we look at Joe Burrow, at least he gets the best release in the game. As you guys know, traditional 2 is the best release this year. He is still very, very slow, and obviously being a core elite, he doesn't get any abilities, but at least he does check off 2 of the accuracies, getting 86 short and 85 medium. But still, at the end of the day, he's going to miss a lot of those deeps. He has really bad throw under pressure. I'm just saying right now, number 10 was a filler. No matter what, the top 9 guys are way better than number 10. Sadly, number 10 kind of got left in the dust down here, boys. But number 9, we have the quarterback, or the free quarterback, Bryce Young right here. This card obviously is still very, very solid in the game. If you're watching, if you ever play against the Super No Money Spent team, this is probably the quarterback on their team. He's actually not awful. He's not terrible, but obviously not hitting those accuracy thresholds that you want to see. He's going to miss a lot of mediums, a lot of deeps, but I do like being able to get abilities out there. I think gift wrapped is amazing. You can see I don't have it on him because I don't use him, and I haven't figured out gift wrapped. When I was still using Bryce Young, I didn't know about gift wrapped, but as you guys know, gift wrapped allows all your players to catch the ball, and that's what everyone's using on their quarterbacks right now. Bryce Young does get it, and also Joe Burrow does not get it. But when you look at Bryce, he also does get better throw under pressure, a little bit faster to extend the play as well. I think he's just a tiny bit better than Joe Burrow, man. I'm telling you, we're going to start getting elite quarterbacks on this list soon. It's still a little top heavy. All right, so now moving over to number 8, we do have Jordan Love, who did end up getting that Slinger 1 release. As you guys know, Slinger 1 is that Aaron Rodgers release, if you guys aren't really fond of the release names, but he is a fast quarterback that has a solid release, also has really solid throw power for his overall 85 short accuracy. I mean, the throw under pressure is really not that crazy either, but I do like his release better than also our guy Bryce Young we just named. Also getting that a little bit of speed, you can still extend the play, unlike a guy like Joe Burrow we named at number 10. I think Jordan Love is another really solid card. He probably was my favorite card until we started getting elite quarterbacks like when Warren Moon initially came out, but Jordan Love, still fine. Like I said, I'm kind of speed running through these guys at the bottom because really not much to talk about. It's, like I said, a very top-heavy quarterback list here today. All right, so now this is where we get real quarterbacks, and we can actually slow it down and actually speak on the cards. Jameis Winston is actually very good. As you guys know, he came out right after Warren Moon, and what he got that was initially amazing was that all of his accuracies are above 85, meaning, it's kind of hard to say. Like, we're all kind of forgot it already, but as you guys know, when the game first came out, we had all bad quarterbacks, and you miss throws all the time. Wide open in the pocket. The wide receivers wide open. You would overthrow them. It was so bad, but as we started getting better quarterbacks with better accuracy stats, we were hitting everything, and he was the second one to come out. Obviously, not the best release. I think he has the same exact release as Trevor Lawrence, which is always known as like a mediocre. I think it's like traditional 4. It's like middle of the pack release, but obviously not getting the best speed in the world. The throw under pressure is something that you could definitely look at. 89 throw under pressure, especially at the time when he came out, was definitely amazing, and it is still very good to this day. I really do like a card like Jameis, man. He'll fit right into the game. He's a really cheat card as well if you're looking to make that first step and get into a really good quarterback situation. And say if you miss like your RG3 or whatnot, I think this is a good card to get here. So at number 6, we have Aaron Rodgers, what I like to call like the slower Jordan Love, but the better passer Jordan Love, if that makes sense. He has the same exact release that Slinger 1, the Aaron Rodgers release, as we were talking about earlier. But as you can see right here, 86 plus in all of his accuracies. The throw under pressure is amazing as well. The one thing with Aaron is also they didn't give him any good abilities. I talked about this yesterday in my Blonde Bomber gameplay. Basically, if you're not in the Legend promo, you only get 2 buckets. The Legend promo guys get 3 buckets, so these guys get cheated. Aaron Rodgers does not get Gunslinger. He doesn't get Fearless. He gets no ability that's any different than any card that's been out forever. You know what I mean? It's actually kind of tragic. I don't know why they're doing that to these cards. They are 88s as well. Like I said, if you're not a legend, you aren't getting good abilities. It makes absolutely no sense in the game, and that hurts a card like Aaron Rodgers, who also, there are people who have the same release as him that are much faster than him, and also, you know, get abilities. So it's definitely tough to rank him any higher. And also, they did nerf Slinger 1 this year. It's not the best release in the game anymore, but it is still pretty solid, so where I have to have him a little bit high, you know what I mean? Heading into our top 5, we do have RG3, a free quarterback, and he was like probably the number 2 quarterback there for a little bit, and that was actually amazing by EA, giving us a top-end quarterback for literally just playing the game. They did it with Bryce Young, and then we got passed right over to RG3. Give us another one, man. Give us another one. We're kind of outdating on RG3 here a little bit, but he is a very fast quarterback, still a top 3 speeded quarterback, I believe, in the game. I think, yeah, he's still top 3 speeded quarterback in the game at 87 right there. He has amazing throw power. The accuracies, you'll notice, one of them is below 85, but I will say I used RG3. He's the guy I went 25-0 with as well. He's the one who probably led me to the most Super Bowls, since I probably had him the longest. I don't really think I noticed many medium accuracies, or I probably would have kicked him to the curb much faster, but the 90 throw on the run is really nice too. 88 throw under pressure. A card that was free. RG3 was not bad. Obviously not getting gunslinger or anything like the other guys have, but still a solid card, man. Definitely a solid card. Moving to number 4, I have Kyler Murray, and I will say, if they didn't cheat this guy on that throw under pressure threshold, I truly think this would be my favorite quarterback in the game, because as you guys know, he doesn't get gunslinger or anything, but he actually has a solid release in this game. I think his deep accuracy is really, or his deep release is really nice. His medium is really nice too. Kyler was probably one of the more fun gameplays I recorded over here on the channel too. 88 speed, which is amazing. He has all of his accuracies really nice, but 84 throw under pressure. As you guys know, he doesn't get fearless. So with the loop being the meta in the game, the loop is very, very popular. People still run dollar. People are running like nickel triple blitzes as well. You're playing a lot of blitzes in this game because there's really no defense in the back end this year. So people are sending the crib, and when you have an 84 throw under pressure, you could be throwing it to a wide open wide receiver and it could sail right above their head and go right into the safety's hands. I've seen it so many times. It is hard. I think you have to block perfectly with Kyler. You can't really send out 5 like you would want to. It is tough. I think there are coaches out there where you can get a +1 throw under pressure, but having to add that just to get 1 bonus on a Kyler Murray is just definitely a negative at the end of the day. But still, I do think this card is good enough to where you could put him in the top 5. At number 3, we do have Warren Moon, and obviously he is one of 2 quarterbacks that sit here with Gunslinger. But like I told you earlier, there are cards that I'm fine with. If they don't have Gunslinger and they have a better release than the guy with the Gunslinger attached, I'm okay with it. As you guys know with Warren Moon, it's a big reason why I moved off of him and went back to RG3. I know a lot of people still preferred him over RG3, but he has a hitch to his short right and his medium right as well. So as he throws, it's weird because you would think that would be his fastest releases, right? He's a right-handed quarterback. His short right and his medium right are his slowest releases, which makes no sense. So if you're getting blitzed and you're trying to dump it down to your running back, he's going to cock it back. I've gotten so many intentionals as well, or not intentionals, like late safeties or just just bad stuff. Bad sacks I've taken from that bad right release. But other than that, he's obviously been a good quarterback. 90 throw under pressure is amazing compared to the guy we just showed you with 84, right? He has solid speed across the board. He is the first quarterback in the game to have all of his accuracies 85+. And like I said, Gunslinger on him is very nice. If he didn't have such an awful release when it came to like the short right and medium right, I think a lot more people would still be using him. But ever since we got some better quarterbacks, I think everybody quickly moved on from him. So sitting here at number 2, we have the brand new AKA Terry Bradshaw, AKA the Blonde Bomber. And this is a card that I have really liked. It's making me debate selling my number 1 guy for him. As you guys know, Terry Bradshaw, this is his first year in Madden, by the way, I think ever in Ultimate Team. I've had people in the comments yesterday in the video say that. I've had people on Twitter say it. People even in the Twitch chat was telling me this is the first time he's ever been in MUT. It's dope to see, but he also does get the best release in the game. The Joe Burrow release, as you guys know, is number 1 this year when it comes to the charts. And Terry Bradshaw is amazing. No Gunslinger, which sucks. Like I said, if you're not in the Legend promo, basically you get absolutely cheated compared to everybody else. But Terry Bradshaw is amazing. 91 throw under pressure, 90 deep accuracy too, which is great for all you bomb throwers out there. He has 87 medium accuracy, 86 short. The throw power is really solid as well. He doesn't have like crazy speed, but I didn't notice it to be too bad when I was trying to extend some plays or even scramble for like 5 yards on a broken play. You know what I mean? He was definitely fine. But like I told you guys, sometimes just because they have Gunslinger doesn't mean they have a better release than the guy that doesn't have Gunslinger. He has the best release in the game. I think I would take that with no Gunslinger over Warren Moon with it. I truly feel like this card has been amazing for me when it comes to throwing the ball. He also does get an X factor as well. I think I could show it to you in the catalog right here. He does get what is it, pro reads right here, the AKA upgrade. As you guys know, it ignores pressure too. It obviously highlights the first open target. None of you guys should be looking at that. Make your read on your own. But it ignores pressure, so it basically has fearless built in too. So although he has 91 throw under pressure, he gets that as well. And it's only 1 AP, which is really, really nice. I do think this card is number 2. I think a lot of people might move on from him. But as you guys know, you probably know who's coming at number 1. Heading over to number 1, we have Michael Vick. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am so tempted to sell him. I don't think it's because I don't like Michael Vick. I think it's because I just like using new cards, and Terry Bradshaw, like I said, is brand new into Madden. But Michael Vick, looking at him, obviously the fastest quarterback in the game. He has one of the best arms in the game with 90 throw power. He has 90 throw under pressure. And all of his accuracies, too. They never do this with Michael Vick. If you go look back at it, they usually cheat him in, like, the medium accuracy. They gave him 85, and they know if it was below 85, he would have missed a lot of throws. They gave him base minimum 85 across the board, which is all the thresholds you need, so he's perfect across the board right there. And then, obviously, he gets Gunslinger as well. EA knew what they were doing with this one, man. They cooked up the best card. Like I said, there's, for some reason, the Legend promo, they absolutely juice up compared to a lot of these other cards. Not only do they get some of the best thresholds hit, they're getting 90 throw power, 90 throw under pressure. They're also hitting the best abilities, too, because they're getting 3 buckets compared to, like, the Bomber, who I just showed you only got 2 of them. It's tough, boys. It's definitely tough. Hopefully they can fix this soon, and where Legends aren't just like the best by far every single Saturday. But at the end of the day, I think Michael Vick, if there was a tournament today for a lot of money, I think most people are using Michael Vick there. All right, boys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to comment down below which quarterback are you rocking right now in the game. I'm going to be using the Blonde Bomber today on stream a little bit more. I kind of want to see how it feels. I think I've played like over 15 games and only lost 1 with him, and it was because I went for it on a 2-point conversion. But other than that, he's been fantastic. I absolutely love the card. Like I said, I like new names, but Michael Vick is so hard to move on from. Let me know who you guys are rocking. I hope to see you guys in the next video. We're going to get some Team of the Week gameplays for you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys there. Peace out, boys.